It's time for baseball. It's going to be the Houston Astros taking on the Milwaukee Brewers at Miller Park. It's all in store just moments away.
Defense matters in this game of baseball, and he can play it. Aramis Ramirez, he'll be on display with that glove today. National League Baseball, the Central Division. Milwaukee Brewers will be featured. Happy to be with you in April. Full swing now. Major League Baseball 2K Sports. The Royals starting pitching. Giovanni Gallardo. Steve, what do you think the strategy is going to be today going against this Houston lineup?
Well, Giovanni Gallardo has dominating stuff. The key, though, is location and consistency. The ability to use that stuff in sequence at the right time in the game and to read the hitter the right way. So hitters need to stay patient at the plate.
Right now we've got a moment to look at the lineup for the Stros. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, Carlos Lee, El Caballo, still a tough out for a pitcher. What I like about Carlos is that he will go the other way, take what the pitcher gives him in RBI situations. But when he gets an opportunity, if he's ahead in the count, he looks to turn on something and take it deep.
Two at the plate. He prepares to lead off this game. Getting set to look at the first pitch. Lined foul towards third. And Gallardo's now got the 0-2 count.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
Cause for concern, but nobody on here. The 1-2 on its way. On the ground to second. And that's in plenty of time for the out. Got a chance to check out the Brewers. Let's look at their defense. John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Well, one way or another, you can count on Nigel Morgan to make a key play in this game. He could be from booting a routine ball or making a spectacular play in the outfield. He's a firecracker of a player and a personality who finds a way to leave his imprint on every game he plays.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now.
Well, Giovanni Gallardo had a very tough start to the 2011 season. It was getting
a shot up the middle, and Gonzalez picks it up, and that'll retire Martinez. And indeed, for Gallardo, after that start you talked about, he was able to have a good year and, in fact, strung together 6 wins and 6 starts.
And you wonder what those numbers might have looked like if he didn't have the bad April. Ultimately, an ERA right around 3.5 and 200 strikeouts on the season.
And that one will be down, and Houston's on with their first hit. And the upcoming schedule for the Milwaukee Brewers. Tonight is the last game of this Houston series. They'll face the division rivals St. Louis Cardinals. That's a team they beat. Hit up the middle. And Snyder picks himself up a single. He throws.
Well, all pitchers are taught to keep the ball down in the strike zone. Not too many hitters can go down and get one right there in that particular spot. But this guy absolutely loves that pitch. That's why he's on base.
It's going to be Johnson now.
He's been putting on a clinic from the batter's box lately, going 8 for his last 20 at-bats. Seemingly on base every single time he goes to the plate, making such a big difference for his team, giving them chances to score runs.
Changeup just misses. 1-0. Nothing for 6 last year against Giovanni Gallardo. Here's the pitch. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. So Giovanni Gallardo heads to the dugout, works his way out of the first inning without allowing anyone to score. So the first chance for the Brewers. They're coming right up. Houston starter. Let's take a look who's going to be on the mound. Steve, as he gets going against Milwaukee, what do you think his focus is?
Well, for Wandy Rodriguez, strike one.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. Weeks on his way to third. He will hold up at third. That's going to be a triple. Still no out.
A lot of times when you think of a triple, you're thinking of runs batted in, one or possibly two. But this time he's the only guy in base. But he's leading off this inning with that triple and a chance for a big inning.
And here's Aramis Ramirez.
That contributed offensively in their last game with a couple of RBIs. See if he can't do it again today.
This one's grounded foul wide of first. And Martinez. Oh, he's there, but he cannot make the catch. And Ramirez stretching it. And Weeks comes home. Well, we've got a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Brewers. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, you figured it was just a matter of time for one of the better athletes in the game of baseball, Ricky Weeks, to put it all together. Now he's a threat in the lineup. He's cut back on his strikeouts. He puts the ball in play more. And the power potential right now, he's starting to live up to it.
And it's through. Credit the base hit to Braun. He's trying for second. And he's tagged out at second. Here's a look at how the Stros will match up defensively.
Now this defense ranked in the bottom 5 in the National League, and it's a real problem for this club because once you make these kinds of mistakes, you can never make them up. And it puts so much pressure on the pitching staff, they feel like they need to miss bats. When pitchers don't pitch the contact, that's a problem.
And Corey Hart up.
Putting it together with a good run here.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Oh, and that one eats him up. And he can't recover in time. That's going to go as an error. Still settling into the season. Here's who the Astros will be facing. Tonight, their final game with Milwaukee. The road trip continues. They face some good competition. The Reds at Great American Ballpark. There's a swing and a liner towards first. In there, and this is going to be trouble. All the way to the wall. Marks trying for the plate. And he's in there. He scores from first.
Now, perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside. Go the other way. And Gammel's in the box. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
Well, we all knew the possibility of getting some early runs up early could happen here. That was possible. This could turn out to be a very interesting game, guys.
Smash towards the middle, and he boots it. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work. And so we get our first 2 runs in the first. Offense getting going early. Milwaukee. Downs at the plate. Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? Here's a swing and a liner to left center. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, look here last year of the National League and where the Houston Astros ended up ranking. First in doubles, third most in hits, and this offense showed up in the top 5 in the league in batting average, really pointing to the depth and quality of their hitters. A very deep lineup with quality at bats.
And that should be a single. A moment here for Houston if they can execute.
The best hitters in the game use the whole field. You have to be able to go the other way, even when the pitch is over the heart of the plate.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. This one towards Braun, and he meanders over to put it away.
Well, that's a big first out of this inning. Now let's see if he can come back and get out of this thing unscathed.
It's going to be Rodriguez now. Boy, he needs to get this out here. You do not want to give up that big hit to the opposing pitcher, especially with that top of the order waiting. First pitch was a strike. 0-1 now. And Gallardo's now got the 0-2 count. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
Now, 2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
State Farm, a look at the teams who recorded the most steals from last season. Number 1, the Padres. Second, the D-backs. Third, Mets. The Dodgers 4th. It's the Astros, number 5.
But there's nothing like the stolen base. To me, as a guy who couldn't steal a lot of bases, it is still fun for me to watch because I love watching these guys, the way they...
And that's swung on and hit. And Morgan. And that's the third out. That'll do it. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. So the shutout's still in progress here at Miller Park. Gonzalez at the plate. Rodriguez with the delivery. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. This one rolls through to the wall. Gonzalez trying for third. And he'll stop at third. That's a three-bagger.
Well, this is the way you want to kick off an inning right here. He hits the ball right out of the box. He's thinking triple, and that's what he gets.
Morgan at the plate.
He's been seeing his stats just drop off. Just 5 for his last 23. Cold weather has been a thing that I think has really bothered him in the past and seems to be an issue for him this April as well. And he's just going to wait for the weather to warm up, for the hitting to warm up.
Gonzalez scores.
Well, with 1 run already across the board and nobody out, this has the potential of being a really big inning. Let's see if they can string some hits together.
And in the batter's box, it's Gallardo. And they've not had to struggle here at the plate in this game. They just keep building on this lead.
That last hit puts a little bit more daylight in this lead right now, Gary. They keep tacking on early.
The dive and a spectacular play. That is a very tough ball not only to get to, but to hang on when you're diving.
It's especially tough to judge the way it came off the bat. He did a great job with his instincts to run it down and make the catch.
With 1 away, to hit now is Ricky Weeks.
After being such an impact player in his first few years, Ricky Weeks had a couple seasons where he had to battle some injuries and find his bat, but he looks as good as ever.
Line shot into center field. And that one is in there, his second hit today. Morgan on his way to third. Good offensive chance here. John, how tough it was for Ricky Weeks. You think what a low point it had to be, being sent down to work in a swing.
Yeah, and to think of the player he was to have to get sent down. But you know what? A lot of times, guys take it as a slap in the face, and they say, you know what? I have to work on things to get back to where I was. He certainly did.
Back up the middle. And Morgan comes home.
He tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
Chance for Ryan Braun, 2 on. A line drive toward short. Gets one at second. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play, not quite enough time to get him.
Well, let's take a look at the Milwaukee Brewers and where they ended up rank-wise last year in the National League. First in home runs, first in slugging percentage, and as a team, they can put the ball in play, ranked 3rd overall in batting average, really showing that ability and the depth of that lineup to hit for a high average.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. He went 2 for 6 last year against Rodriguez.
Strike 2!
Strike 2 now with no balls, 2 strikes. Corey Hart, he'll protect.
If he didn't get a chance to see his last ball game, he came up with a solo shot, took advantage of a pitcher's mistake.
Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. And heading to the dugout, Wandy Rodriguez gets through the second inning, 2 runs. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. Time to be bundled up here if you're in the stands. A little hot chocolate wouldn't hurt either. And we're going to see Martinez here. We are in the top half of the 3rd inning, and it is a 1-0 count.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
Swing and a miss on a pitch out of the zone up high, 1-1.
Well, he saw that breaking ball right out of the pitcher's hand. You see this cut he had. This is a power swing right here. He's trying to go yard.
Swings at that 1-1 pitch. Fastball by him. Strike 2. And that's swung on and hit. And Morgan, they take care of that one. And Carlos Lee to bat.
Teams relished when the Astros came into town last year. 30 games under 500 on the road, a big-time struggle.
Lined up the middle, and it's through. Lee at first base. That'll bring up Chris Snyder. Boy, how about that Houston performance on the road? They won only 9 games away from Minute Maid Park, John. That's almost undoable.
Yeah, but in the second half, the Astros were already so far out of it. They were playing a lot of young guys, using different lineups. That would have made the difference under any circumstance.
He singled his last trip. Oh my, is he wild right now? That could be trouble. At the belt, Gallardo kicks and back up the middle. But he stays with it, gets the out. That's how you do it. And fans, be sure to tune in tomorrow night. We'll be at Tropicana Field to see the Tampa Bay Rays. They play host to the Los Angeles Angels. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I mean, that's
hit up the middle. Whoa, get out of the way of that one. Straight back up the middle. Throws to first, side is retired. So they pick up a hit but leave a man at second and fail to score. And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. He's bad already, evidenced in this game, an RBI earlier on. He got it off Rodriguez.
And it came off of a 2-seat.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And the throw pulls him off the bag. He is safe. And Gammel's in the box. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Headed for the middle. Oh my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. That's one. State Farm leaderboard. Look at the teams with the most runs produced from last year's season. The Cardinals, number 1. Second, the Reds. The Rockies, third. Fourth, D-backs. And it's the Brewers, 5th best.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream when you have an offense like this.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. And Martinez out number 2. And they'll hold him at first base. Morgan at the plate.
If you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
There's a swing and a ground ball. Downs. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No strikeouts, but you talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone. Brewers 4. Houston nothing. We'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up next. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. Downs at the plate. Ball. He's 1 for 1 so far. Curve ball, a lot of down on that one. Ended up in the earth. Now the 1-0 pitch. Oh! He fouls that one off. LaCroix setting up. And he fouls off another one. At the belt, Gallardo kicks and throws. And Weeks fields the ball. That retires Downs. Schaefer into the batter's box. And Steve, let's take a look at how the pitch is done.
You know, you throw that fastball down, the hitter's got to go down and get it. And because he's changed their eye level, they just can't get down far enough. A lot of ground ball outs.
And that's a ball. Gallardo too far outside.
You know, Gary's been doing a nice job of kind of dancing out there on the mound. He's had some base runners out there, been able to make pitches and let the defense make plays behind him. So he's done a nice job pitching out of trouble.
1-1 on the way. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. The 1-2 pitch. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down.
At 86 miles per hour and as flat as that, pretty dangerous pitch right there.
A breaking ball right there gets him to swing. You can see that back leg kind of jelly bitten a little bit.
He really used the off-speed pitches during that at bat to get it over with. Bourgeois in the batter's box. Career 0 for 7 off Gallardo. Here's the first pitch. Line drive fouled off towards first. Here's the pitch. And that's another foul ball. He delivers. That swung on and grounded up the middle. Picked up by Gonzalez. Throws on to first. Side is retired. And a quick inning for Yovani Gallardo. And in the batter's box, it's Gallardo. Flew out last time. And he starts him out. Hit hard on the ground to short. And he cannot come up with it. So they can't make the play. And he throws it in the dirt. And he's on. It's a costly error to allow him to reach base. And that'll give Ricky Weeks a chance with the runner on. No outs yet for him. Couple of at bats. He swings now and really hit that. That's one down. So that's the first out. Runner has to hold it first. Here's a look at the league leaders at the plate last season, brought to you by State Farm. You look at Braun in the second spot. Third, Matt Kemp. Number 1, Jose Reyes.
Oh, what a season at the plate for him last year, Gary. And the numbers tell the story. He's a tough athlete.
There's a swing and a smash. 2 men have been put away. And he'll go back to first. One for 2 in the ballgame. And starts him out here. That one's drilled to short. And he bobbles this thing. But he recovers in time. Makes the play. Good work. Wandy Rodriguez, another solid inning. He'll want to keep hitters off the base paths going forward. Give the offense a chance of getting back into the game. Trailing. He's given up 4 runs through. It's going to be Rodriguez now. How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
You want your pitchers to be aggressive and go at the hitters and work ahead in the count. First pitch strikes the way to do it. Well, in this game, he's retired 8 hitters after he's gone to an 0-1 count.
And the 5th inning starts with a strike.
Well, outstanding pitching effort so far here. I mean, he's left 3 runners on base in this game. I mean, but he's just shutting down this lineup, and when he needs to make a pitch, he seems to always find a way to do it.
And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. So with nobody out, he's on board.
Yeah, he may have surprised himself right there. Good piece of hitting by the pitcher. Hey, nothing like giving yourself a little offensive support.
Altuve at the plate. He flew out his last time up. Swing and lined up the middle. And that gets through for a base hit. A moment here for Houston if they can execute.
Well, 2 hits the last game, and you can see he was getting a little confidence as that game went on, and he's carrying it into this one with another good start.
0-1. And we're going to see Martinez here. 0 for 2 thus far. And swing and a miss on Gallardo's pitch. 0-1. Now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Well, guys, I mean, that changeup is the pitch we've seen him throw quite a bit.
Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. And here comes Carlos Lee.
It's now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
Steve, you're going to like the odds right here. You get that base hit, and all of a sudden this game changes.
Now, if he hits one over the ball, too, it completely changes the complexion of this game.
They've had to battle back. Here's a chance to get the lead. And it's fouled off. Foul ball! And another foul ball. Foul! There's a ground ball. And he grabs this one. And he throws it away. And they bring him home. And so they bring in 2 here. Snyder at the plate.
I got to see what kind of adjustments he made with the hitting coach now, as after last game he struck out every at bat. They've got to look for more contact.
Swung on, hit, and it's picked up. That's one out, and there's 2, a double play. That Keystone area can get a little rough, Steve. Nice turn on the double play.
Just the way they draw it up. Great pivot by the shortstop.
Chris is going to get a chance here for an RBI. Just 1 for 19 last year off the Brewers here in Milwaukee. And the first pitch. Swings, hits this one. Fielded by Morgan. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. They pick up 2. Corey Hart's at the plate. Last time up, he went down swinging, striking out against Rodriguez.
Well, struck out on the 12-6 curveball the last time, looking silly. You might look for that pitch in this at-bat because you're going to see it.
And a strike to start the 5th. We've got an 0-1 count.
Well, you have to be ready for something hard, and this guy wasn't anticipating it. That's why he was late on that two-seam fastball.
And he boots it. But he stays with it, gets the out. That's how you do it.
Gary, he just continues to mow this lineup down. We're talking about 11 hitters in a row retired.
And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate.
If you got a chance to
swung on, that is hit. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's 1 down here.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along.
And Gammel's in the box. Lifetime going 2 for 8 against the Astros.
Oh!
0-1. Rodriguez kicks and delivers. And it's through. That's a base hit. He's going to try for third. This a great situation for some offense.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
And Alex Gonzalez now a chance to drive in one. Flew out last time. Line drive. And he cannot come up with it. Morgan at the plate. And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
And they can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. Line drive. That's foul towards first. Here's the pitch. Towards the middle. It's picked up. Out 1. And there's the second out, a double play. Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. Brewers 4. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crump. Hit in the air to left center. And Morgan's there. And he gets over to take care of it.
The center fielder has a good angle to run this one down. He calls off the left fielder. Great catch.
Schaefer into the batter's box. This will be his 3rd time to the plate. He's got 1 hit off Gallardo.
Well, he struck out on the slider last time. I got to believe he's going to see a
swing. Hot shot. But he recovers in time. Makes the play. Good work.
Nice reaction on the mound there. That ball came back at him hard. Just throws to first for the easy out.
Bourgeois in the batter's box. Last season he had 256 against the Brewers. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Here's the 0-1 from Gallardo. And he fouls another one off. Swung, ground ball to short. Gonzalez throws on to first in time to retire the side. Quick half inning. And in the batter's box, it's Gallardo. Steve, let's take a look and see how the pitcher's done today.
How's he doing it? Well, he's doing it with that movement.
Swinging an easy ground ball to short. Altuve in time for the out. Here's a look at the teams that drummed up the extra base hits last year. Our State Farm leaderboard. The D-backs #1. Second, the Brewers. Cardinals 3rd. The Rockies 4th. And at #5, it's the Cubs.
Well, anytime you...
Ground ball by Weeks. Downs. 2 away.
But Gary, this guy makes it look easy and retires another one at first.
And Aramis Ramirez stands in. 2 down. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Rodriguez with the delivery. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Oh, and he can't make the play. This inning is going to continue.
Well, the big guy, Ryan Braun, coming to the plate. What a showdown we have here, Gary.
Up in the top 5 in average last year. Curveball swung on and missed. Now it's 0-1.
Well, you want leaders, both statistically and in the clubhouse, and this guy is that.
He makes contact, line drive, and in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance. And Ramirez is home.
Well, anytime your pitcher gives up 10 hits, there's a pretty good chance he doesn't have a lot going for him in the game. And I think if I'm the manager, I'm going to head out there and bring the hook with me.
Corey Hart with a runner on first. Well, they definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other.
Well, now they're putting some distance.
Hit in the air to center field. That'll do it as they put that one away. So they score a run, 1 hit, and leave a man on. The Brewers ahead by a few. It's going to be Rodriguez now. Singled and scored his last time around. He takes that one. Gallardo has him 0-1.
Oh, 9 outs to go right now and leading by 3. I mean, I think you have to start throwing strikes. Just go at the hitters.
Line towards first. And Gamble takes care of the out.
Well, I hit this one on the screws, but luckily the first baseman had it positioned properly and had a big old glove over there to get him out.
Altuve at the plate. Try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. And swing and a miss on Gallardo's pitch. 0-1.
Offensively now they've got to start to work the count. They've got to try to get base runners on and get things going here. I mean, you've got 1 out here in the
hit on the ground up the middle, picked up by Gonzalez in time for the out.
You want to talk about settling in? How about retiring 8 hitters in a row? I think he settled in.
And we're going to see Martinez here. He had a single in his last time up. He sends this one in the air towards center. And in there, at least for a single as it gets down.
Well, late in the game and you're behind by a few runs, you're going to need base runners, and a 2-out base hit right here. This team needs to string a few more together if they want to try to tie this one up.
And Carlos Lee to bat. Reached on an error his last time around. And the first pitch was a strike. Got about 0-1 right now. Up the middle. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle. Almost got him.
Well, he's having himself a day right here in this one. 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far.
Snyder at the plate. He hit into a double play his last time. First pitch to him. A shot up the middle. And Gonzalez dives up with it. And he's out at first. What an out. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Time to stretch in the 7th in Milwaukee. And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. He has been on it tonight. 2 for 3 off Rodriguez.
Well, it's time for this pitcher to make an adjustment. A 4-seam fast.
Swung on and ripped towards second. On that one eats him up. But he stays with it. Gets the out. That's how you do it. And Gamble's in the box. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way. Oh, that runs inside. That got him.
A fastball, that has to hurt. He gets to go down to first base, but not without taking a bruise for his efforts.
And with 1 down, it'll be Alex Gonzalez up.
Well, Gary, we see that guy get hit with a pitch. I mean, sometimes, listen, as a pitcher, you just lose a grip on the ball. It doesn't come out of your hand the right way. You end up hitting someone.
Over to second for 1. And not in time to lead to get the double play.
Well, they get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
Morgan at the plate. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. Swing, and that's going to be hit behind the plate. The pitch. That one swung on its line. That's caught. Side is retired. So they can't push any across. It's going to be Johnson now. Here we go with a little breakdown on the types of pitches that he's throwing on the mound that are turning into hits.
That 4-seam fastball of his, it's gotten hit 4 times over the course of this one.
You know, even with the hits he's given up off that pitch, he's found a way to spread them out, avoid the damage throughout the innings, and still not allow anybody to cross home plate. He looks like he's on his way to a shutout.
To right center, and it's through. Curtis Johnson single, and he's aboard easily.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. This one's to Hart. As he gets a little exercise that time.
This looked like it had a chance to drop, but the right fielder's hustle allowed him to get over, get underneath, and make the out.
Schaefer into the batter's box. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Grounded up the middle. He's up with it. And there's one. And they get it. They turn 2. How about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. The Brewers still out in front. Into the order. And in the batter's box, it's Gallardo. Let's take a look here at how he's been mixing up his pitches so far in this game.
Look, guys, he has got.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. In there, and this is going to be trouble. And it's up against the wall. There's the throw. Bad throw. So they can't make the play. And Weeks stands in. He bounced out his last time. Rodriguez with the delivery. Getting to chase that one away. Strike 1.
It's hard to get the kind of action you want on a 2-seam fastball up in the zone, but his location away caused it to be effective anyways.
To left center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Weeks on his way to third. And the throw. And he is safe at third ahead of that play.
But just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
Look at the teams who led the league in slugging last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Brewers. The Cardinals in second. Third, the D-backs. The Rockies fourth. And 5th best, the Reds.
Well, Gary, we're going to see sluggers in this game today. And I tell you what, they got guys who can take you out of the ballpark, but they also hit a ton of extra base hits. So they keep double plays out of order. That's why they're so successful in that category.
Lined right at the second baseman. And Downs makes the play. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
There's Ryan Braun, runner at third, 1 away. Single homer run in his last at bat. Decisions made trying to stop an offense sometimes includes putting a man on. They're going to do that here.
And that's saying something, too. When putting a base runner on is less of a risk than pitching to him.
Now in this moment of interest, we're going to see Corey Hart. Flew out last time. Braun at first. On at third base is Weeks. It's hit foul by Hart.
Foul!
0-1. Rodriguez kicks and delivers. Putt shot towards the hole. That gets through. The runner's going to come in to score.
The infield played it deep like they knew he was going to swing away. He did, but was still able to find the hole.
And we've got LaCroix now coming to the plate. Well, this offense is having one of those days. Wow, are they putting some numbers up.
Well, as we see, they're just pouring it out.
Line shot into center field. And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. Tremendous situation now for Milwaukee.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. And it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
Gamble, ground ball. That'll be a base hit at an RBI.
Well, the pitching change doesn't pay off. To try to want to keep the score right where it is, but he comes in and he is greeted rudely by an RBI single. That'll extend this lead even further.
And Alex Gonzalez now a chance to drive in one. And the bases are loaded for him.
And I tell you what, they've been swinging the bat so well in this game. 1 more hit right here, and this thing is over.
This is a big lead already. Here we go. Here's the first pitch.
Strike 1.
Fastball swung out and missed. 0-1.
Well, he wasn't trying to hit a single the other way with that swing. He's trying to take that ball out of the ballpark. Let me tell you.
Hit in the dirt. Up with it now. And he throws it away. And Hart comes home.
Well, that's hit number 15 in them for that one. And, boy, you get 15 hits in a game, the manager can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
Morgan at the plate. Now, definitely not an overstatement to say this offense may not be stoppable today.
Well, they're showing no mercy at all. They're just not letting up. Put the pedal to the metal, and they keep on going.
He swings, hits a ball to right field. 2 down here in the inning. Runners on the move. There's one. And they turn the double play. Boy, a manager loves to see this. They strike for an enormous inning. Milwaukee continues a blowout. Bourgeois in the batter's box. 0 for 3 to this point. And here's the first one. And that's swung on and hit. And Morgan, 1 away.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground. And obviously they've got a hill still to climb. And running out of time right now, only 2 outs remaining. So they've got to get something going and keep it going. As the pinch hitter comes into the game now, it officially closes the book on this guy's day.
Towards center field. That's going to be a base hit. Sanchez has it. He's going to try to stretch it.
Well, you just can't explain how valuable a pinch hitter is. A guy who can come off the bench cold and deliver a big hit.
Altuve at the plate. Grounded out his last time through. And the first pitch. There's a swing and a liner. Makes its way through for a single. Good offensive chance here. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way in that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short.
Swings, hits this one. Fielded by Morgan. 2 retired here. Carlos Lee with a chance to do some damage. 3 for 4 thus far. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And that'll do it, everybody. That's out number 3. This ball game over.
But Garrett, Milwaukee wins this one handily. So many things gone right. A great team victory for them.
I think you'll agree. We have got the perfect choice in this one for our player of the game. Fantastic pitching job. Off the mound today was all about Yvonne Gallardo.
Well, yeah, I agree. Complete games seem to be a dying art, but every now and again someone tosses a gem like this one. What I like is that even though he wasn't perfect, his manager gave him the chance and showed enough confidence in him that he could get the job done and finish it off, and he did.
And Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
So for Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.